Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video, as you can see in the title, I'm going to show you guys how to properly keep your blue diamond shrimps. So this 20-gallon tank houses about 20 blue diamond shrimps. And as you can see, these guys are hanging out on the wall that's filled with algae. Amazingly beautiful green algae that I grew for like 2 years. And this 20-gallon tank has been here for past, I think about a year, I think. But then over time, I grew these algae unintentionally, but I grew them with the LED light that's up there, the smaller one, not the larger one. But I left it on for a while, and then it grew like a really nice algae. And you can't grow algae by having your light on 24/7 every single day. You'll have to do some research, but I can do another video on that later. But as you can see, so I did another video on how to keep red cherry shrimps. These guys are doing great too. I did a previous video on that, how to properly keep these guys and then how to best care for them. And then I got a question asking for other variations of shrimps like orange sun-kissed or yellow goldenbacks and blue diamonds. But yellow goldenback and orange sun-kissed, I don't actually, I have the orange one, but I don't have the yellow goldenback because it all died and I sold them all. But anyway, these guys are relatively easy to care for. Just like any other shrimps that you guys have, you guys can care exactly the same way. But as you can see, the soil and the gravel in this tank is a little different. So this tank used to be a CRS and CBS tanks, and they require a lower pH. In order to lower them, these soils are very, very important. I think these are fluvial active soil or something like that, but these cost quite a money. So I invested a lot of money in caring for CRS and CBS, and I had them for about a year and a half. But over time I sold them, and then many of them died, throughout the journey. But anyway, so right now I keep the blue diamonds. These guys used to be another tank, but now they weren't doing too good, so I moved them to this tank, and then now it seems as if they're doing pretty good with all the algae on the wall and whatnot. But having a algae-filled wall or algae-filled any decoration is very important for these guys because these guys feed off of algae. And then I'll do another video on the best kind of food that I had because I kept them for about 3 years now, and then over the years, I kept many different variations of food, and then I found like a better kind that these shrimps go crazy for. But I feel like having an object or wall like this with all the algae is very important for these guys for nutrition values. And then this actually, I don't know if you guys noticed in previous videos, but this little decoration used to be green, like super green, filled with algae. But they literally made it like pale. They cleaned it up within about a week. So that's how much these guys consume algae, and this wall probably will become like clear within about a month. So these guys really feed off of an algae. So having a proper algae amount in your tank is very important. Not for fishes, because fishes don't necessarily eat algae unless they're like cories, not even cories, maybe Otocinclus or I'd say what's that one fish that's plecos? Plecos eat a lot of algae and snails, but I removed all the snails from here because I wanted my shrimps to feed off of the algae in this tank. But having a proper filtration is also very important. Never have this kind of filter, the hang-on back filter. The only reason that I have this filter is because I'm planning on filling this tank up with about 5 to 4 new crayfishes that I'm gonna get Friday, which is 2 days from today. Today is Wednesday. So I am going to buy new blue crayfishes because these guys are doing so well. They're doing great in this tank right here, 20-gallon tank that's like this. But I think I did a video on this, but if I didn't, I'll do another video. But there's a bit of an update. But anyway, so this is a good sized tank having about 20 blue diamond shrimps. I'd say 10 gallons perfectly fine. This is a little large and bit of a luxury for these guys. If you want a 20-gallon tank for your shrimps, I'd say anywhere from 50 to even 100 shrimps is enough and good amount, as long as you have good filtration like this one that I have. yeah, it's literally shooting out bubble, which means that it's filtering. This sponge is working properly. So having two large filters like this is very important, and nobody will ever recommend your hang-on back filter for any shrimps, because they will literally suck up all the babies and whatnot. And I do keep a fry, like just born guppy fries, in shrimp tanks from time to time, only because they really help clean up the tank. Because what I've noticed is that shrimps don't exactly clean up the tank. They don't necessarily eat fish poop or any other things, nor bugs. They don't eat any bugs or anything, but there are times when you will notice little tiny bugs present in the tank. But having those little guppy fries, they will eat up all those bugs and those, you know, unnecessary, you know, pesticides or insects that does not belong in the tank. So as of right now, my shrimp tank, my 20-gallon blue diamond tank, is doing really good, and these guys are doing pretty well. And I saw two of them buried. That's why I took out all the baby guppies. But the soil is actually not necessary. Having this fluval expensive soil is not necessary. You can have like the gravel like that I have over here. This was merely a decoration, but now that I'm gonna have crayfishes in here, these are very important because they can dig into these soils. But you know, I feel like gravel is a good choice to have, you know, a variation for those crayfishes in the future. But hiding places is not necessary as long as you don't have any fishes or any other predators that might, you know, prey on these guys. So decoration, you know, open space is good, and plus these guys are really small. So in order to see these guys and make sure these guys are doing good, you want an open space tank. And also I would definitely say, as a breeder, you don't actually necessarily need any kind of soil or gravel or any sand, because these guys don't exactly require anything. Really, they don't. All they require is good maintained water and filter and temperature. But temperature wise, I don't have any heater. I never had heaters for my shrimp tanks because it's not necessary, and I live in California and LA. I live in LA, and the weather here is always perfect. So the room temperature that I keep them at is always good, which is about, you know, the water temperature right now is 76.4 Fahrenheit. And here right now is like 90 degrees, but you know, room doesn't get too hot. But anyway, that's basically it for keeping these guys. But nothing too special, and make sure to feed them once in a while. I'd say about like once a day is fine. Or I used to feed them like 3 times a day, but you know, that kind of got, you know, took a toll on me. So I don't necessarily feed them like 3 times a day, maybe twice at most, or 3 times if I have the time. But excuse me, but yeah, these guys are do pretty well without food, as long as you have abundant other sources of food, like the wall of algae like that I have right here. And the lighting is not that important, just have them on a couple hours a day. So yeah, just have a good proper filtration and proper water and proper size of the fish tank, then you're perfectly fine. Nothing really much to worry about other than having other preys, because they will literally eat these guys because they're so tiny, as you can see. But decoration's really not necessary, but you know, if you want to make it look nice, definitely recommended. But yeah, check out, you know, some other videos that I have, and in those videos they talk about different things for different shrimps. But if you found this video helpful, definitely, you know, leave a like and comment. If you guys have any other questions regarding shrimps or, you know, lobsters and crayfishes that I have, let me know so I can do more videos. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.